I came to New York a month before we started shooting, and Alex was so generous with his time. He worked with me every day, and we watched movies, and specifically We Won't Roll Together, which I think was a big influence on the movie, but especially on just certain philosophies about having a movie centered around people that were not treating each other well and were mishandling situations. Really great example of a movie that is in a similar realm. And I think that when we first got together, we talked about how abrasive can this guy be? I mean, how far into the red meter do we go, and how long can you sustain that in a movie? And we just experimented and talked about it, and ate a lot of ice cream. And I think that the trick, I guess, to really doing it was just to be direct with this person. That's something that's nice about him, is that he's very direct, that you know at all times where you stand with him. I think a sub-level of this type of behavior is passive aggression, and so he's sort of like into vodka or gin, which is higher alcohol content, but you know where you are when you're drinking it, whereas other people, red wine or champagne, something that tastes more delicious, and you think it catches up with you, and it's a very misleading experience. So that's what, just as long as Philip was direct, was sort of the main thing. Interesting, in this movie, we never see him suffering from any type of writer's block, and this is the kind of writer that those guys would have been really jealous of. And in fact, there's one line in the movie where he says, "I'm filling up notebooks with nothing but junk." Alex said something to me early on that was so funny, and whether or not it was completely true, but I said, "Well, it's about a writer," and he said, "It's not about a writer. It's about an asshole." And he's a writer. And the fact that he just decided to put it after, that's a completely strange way to look at it. And I think that was really, really interesting. And but of course, yeah, he's a writer, and he's someone who has probably dreamed of what he wanted his life to be like when he was very young. Probably said, "I'm going to move to New York. I'm going to become a novelist. I might or might not be lonely, and that's just going to be the price that I pay."